20 past 11 here on The Big Debate. Casa Alam here. I want to know, have you heard of Bletchley Park? It's most famous as the home of the secret coders that cracked something called the Enigma Code to find out what the Germans were saying during World War II. And to do it, they used maths. But now a new exhibition is there called Digital Light, and it's going to celebrate the use of maths in Islamic art as well. The project's run by Milton Keynes Islamic Art and Culture, and I'm joined by the founder now, Anwar Kasim, alongside Zara, who's a student who also worked on the project as well. Really good to have you both here. Thank you very much. Anwar, tell us a little bit about this project then, first of all.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much for having us on the radio show. This project came along having a conversation with the director of the Bletchley Park, seeing how the maths and Islamic art have some parallel, and Islamic art is the basic full of maths, whether it's calligraphy, geometry, arabesque, garden design. It starts from mathematics. And Alan Turing used the same principle of one of the scholars who discovered mathematics and algebra. So there was a correlation between young people in art, creating art patterns, learning pure math and mathematics at Shandy Brook School.
Just hold on there a moment, Anwar. Okay. You're talking about Alan Turing there, who was, of course, the mathematician and one of the people who was, one of the main people to crack the Enigma code there. Absolutely. As well. So just to give people a little bit of context there. Did you know that there was a link between Islamic art and maths?
Not beforehand.
No.
After taking my role in this workshop, I learnt so much more. I didn't know there was so much geometry and stuff that was involved.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about how we can see it all then? I mean, is it something that Islamic artists actually purposely used maths to create the art, or is it something that afterwards was seen?
I would say it was purposely used because Islamic art is mostly based on nature. And when you look around at nature, there is a lot of maths that you may not notice. Like there is geometry, there are patterns within different flowers that you may not notice unless you look in detail.
So tell us then, Zara, how you got involved then. What have you found interesting?
So this project was introduced to me through my school, and I thought it was such a good thing to get into. You know, as a Muslim myself and someone who loves art, I thought it was just perfect, and I really enjoyed how it really tied together the concept of digital art along with the history of Bletchley Park and the maths.
Tell me a little bit about this installation then that's going to be at Bletchley Park. What have you been working on, and how's it going to look?
So we've been working on our own individual patterns. So we physically made these. So we sketched them out and then we painted over them in colour. But these are going to be transformed through coding into digital art, and then they're going to be projected as light onto the Bletchley Park mansion.
You must be really proud to see your work actually in such a historic place for maths. Are you more mathematical? Is your brain more looking at things from numbers and form and spreadsheets, or are you more artistic, creative, would you say?
I'm definitely a lot more artistic. Mathematics has never been my strong point. I've definitely been more into art, yeah.
So seeing the fact that the two can come together, does that surprise you?
I would say, yeah, it does, because even though maths was never my strong point, this was something that I still enjoyed so much, and something that, you know, I thought anyone can do it, even if they don't enjoy maths or they don't enjoy art, they could still get into something like this.
So how has the maths and how has using maths been able to inform your art?
Well, using maths, it gives you a basis, it gives you a sort of structure to your work. However, once you add the artistic, the creative element, it becomes more individual. So while we all started off with the same basis, the same sketch and the same geometry, all of our art was so individual because we added our own creativity and our own aspects to it.
So you kind of like use maths to create geometric shapes that work, and then you use them, and then you add your creativity. Is that what it is?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then, as you're saying, you're making symmetrical shapes, things that are quite floral. Is that the sort of thing as well?
Yes, they were very, very floral. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Zara. Anwar, it's been great. If that's interesting for you, definitely check it out this Saturday at Bletchley Park. It's from Thursday to Saturday, actually. The project is called Digital Light Code Makers. And if you want to know more about Islamic art and even just have a look around Bletchley Park as well and what was going on there and how that was so pivotal in cracking the Enigma code, it's all there. 11:28 here on The Big Debate.